Mr. Sharif has dedicated his life to teaching the art of raks sharqi. He travels the globe annually to train the next generation of sharqi teachers the essential elements to perform amazing choreographies. This choreography was created by him at his annual week-long in New York City and staged by Nourhan. This magical choreography starts with a taqsim, which is extremely unusual in sharqi music. The dominating rhythms in this piece are the maqsoom and the malfouf, so it's quite fast. If you get off beat from the beginning of this piece, you're going to be lost, so you really need to memorize it. I'm lifted and I'm breathing here, and the music is very haunting. I don't have a smile, the music isn't extremely happy. It's more of a thought process to process the instruments. The nai is dominating here, so you want to feel it and hear it and respond to it. Of course, breathing the whole time is extremely important, and pacing yourself with this piece, which is 7.5 minutes. There's a sharp look here, and it gets very jazzy, releasing the shoulders. Up in fifth, you need to flick the wrist when you bring the arms up into fifth, or it's not going to have the same impact. Take your time when you're turning around here. Accent, 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 accent. And this is quite quick. Lifting up in fifth, you're turning, jumping, there's an accent. Releasing with the shoulders, again, you're in fifth, and you're going to barrel quickly, once or twice there. If 2 times is too much, only do it once. Stepping back, swinging in a figure 8 here, and back into 1.5. Up to fifth, remember to flick the wrist. Breathe as you go around, and take your time on that turn. That's the slowest part in this section. Up in fifth, breathe and lift, accent up and front. Fifth, fifth, and breathe as you go around, and again barrel. Facing front. Now it would depend if you have audience on all sides of you. You may change this and make it all front, or you may make it 4-sided. Front, and now you're going to face back on the second accent. And I'm bringing my arms from first to second, and I'm going to bring them up to fifth. So that makes a very nice frame, and you could also leave the veil there. There is the opportunity to do this piece with wings, and that would be another place where you could leave the wings as well. Breathe on that grapevine. Pull the legs in, so the focus is the hips. And this is the big Masmoudi. You're not taking every accent. Again, this section would be beautiful with wings as a group piece, members coming in and out, as another idea. And this is a second opportunity to leave your veil. Breathing, I choose to leave it in this section, or you could do the whole piece without a veil. Again, it would depend on where your audience is as to where the focus would be. I'm front and to the diagonals, assuming that I only have audience in front of me. Breathing. If you don't feel comfortable blowing a kiss, you don't have to do it. And notice that I'm raising my arms from first all the way to fifth, and then into sixth. Of course, there are slight adjustments every time you do a choreography, and you perform it in a different space with a different audience. It's a different feeling. Breathing, relax the fingers. And notice I came from fifth down into first with the arms. Breathing, lift up. And some folks are not comfortable accenting with their head. If you have a wig on, you may not want to. So you could take that out and you could accent with the chest. Of course, you adjust it for your strengths and your weaknesses. And breathing with figure eights. You could let the head fall here, or you could hold it up as you come around in a full circle. Big breath whenever you arch and release it. Kick. Again, you adjust the kick for the length of the skirt. The skirt does not have a high slit, but it doesn't have a lot of fabric, so I can't kick as highly as I do in the red one later on when I do this whole piece with music. In the red costume, the skirt is more like a ballroom skirt, and it changes the feeling of the dance. Your costume makes a big difference. Breathing and lift, framing the hip, telling your audience where to look. When you're in first, you should be approximately 3 inches from your hips. So you're telling your audience where the frame is, where they should focus. And back to the waltz section. Again, I'm assuming when I'm doing this piece that there is only audience in the front, that I'm in a theater and there's only audience in the front. If you had audience on all 4 sides, this is a very difficult piece to shift. And maybe you could do quarter turns and use all 4 sides. Breathing. Again, I went from first to second with the arm. Watch the arms throughout the whole piece. The frame is important. Now here comes the finale. Mr. Sharif very often uses this next step, which is part of his vocabulary. Watch closely to the feet. They're alternating, it's even, as though you're marching. 1 and 2 to switch to the back. You're pressing down on the pad of your foot, lifting up to turn. And again, there's an accent, and it's going to start with the opposite side. It's going to start with the left foot this time. It's exactly the same step. I'm changing the frame of the arms. I'm in third. And you're going to breathe before you turn to help you get around. Accent in and release. 2 turns, and just release the head on the 3rd turn. Jump with the accent. Shimmy, and release it down. Part 1, facing back, half speed. Of course, you're going to take deep breaths before you come out. You're going to come out relaxed. The music is unusual because it begins with a nai taksim. And you can start facing your audience or facing away from your audience. So this would be a personal choice. You're going to listen to the nai. The key is listening here. The hips are responding to the nai. You're breathing, you're making a figure 8, and then you're going to twist and pull up. So you have to lift the whole spine up. Arms are coming into 5th, and repeat it in the other direction. Breathing and using the arms to frame the hips. The hips are the focus at this point. Twist and lift up, keeping the knees together. And relax, shimmy to the right and to the left and to the right. And then you're going to pull up the rib cage here as you inhale, and you're going to breathe as you go around. You're going to open front, make a wide circle facing front, figure 8 with the veil. You're going to pull the legs back together into 1.5 and breathe on the arch as though you're holding the whole world in your arms. And you're going to relax the arms on the way down, coming back to first. Part 2, facing back, half speed. Of course, the audience doesn't know what's going to happen next. You're going to take that accent with the focus front, releasing the shoulders, it's very jazzy, and coming up into 5th. You have the maksum and the malfouf rhythm alternating here, so it's quite fast. Focus front on your audience, release, kickball change, and up into 5th. Take your time as you come around here. You have 4 counts to get around. Do not rush it. Accent twice to the right, twice to the left, using the oblique. And this is a salsa step, which I'll break down again at the end of this section. Lifting up into 5th, and turning. Change your mind. And there's an accent in the music. There's a little something. Again into 5th. Deep breaths, strong spine, feeling the back of your neck and being lifted. And barrel. and opening right. You're going to twist and take the accent in without allowing the upper body to fold over. Again, stepping back and breathing, swaying the body out, and come together in 1.5 and kickball change. You're going to lift up, the arms are going to come into fifth again, flicking the wrist and coming behind you. I recommend that you use a veil without anything on it. Sequins or coins or anything will weigh you down. So the right side is front, and then it opens out. Open in fifth, open in fifth. Breathe as you turn. And accent. Shoulder shimmy forward. And fifth. And fifth. Deep breath. Turn. Reverse. And barrel. And going into the next section. Here's your kickball change. We're doing the right side in this choreography. At home, you should practice right and left. It's a universal dance step. You'll see it in any dance form. Kick, change the weight. Stay stationary. Try to operate in one spot. Here's the salsa step, stepping forward, right, left, right, and then opening right, left, right, and left, right, left. And again, arms are coming into first. Here's left side, left, left, open left, and open right. Arms are coming back to first. Barrel turns. You should practice these at home against a wall, putting the center of your head against the wall and focusing down or straight out to your public. Again, this is a universal dance step. Flamenco dancers are famous for doing this. You can do it with a tambourine, you can do it with a veil, you can do it with a cane as well. Part 3, facing back, half speed. There's an accent and you're going to step over. You're going to twist, kick, and accent in with the stomach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Kick 7, in, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Kick 7, in, 8. And come forward on the 1. Part 4, facing back, half speed. You're facing front on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're facing back on the 1. You have 2 options here. You can come from first to fifth with the veil, or you can travel in fifth the whole time, as I'm doing here on the screen. And you're going to breathe and come together in the center, 1.5, and flick up in fifth. As an option, you could leave your veil here. Part 5, facing back, half speed. You're going to flick the wrist in fifth, and you're in 1.5. You're going to take a deep breath before you come down. Use your thighs to get you up and down. Pushing the hip, framing the body. You're in first and third here. Circle in, and then vertical 8 down. Changing level, keep your thighs together. Reverse with a shimmy. And you're going to push down into the ground. Focus back, and then grapevine behind. Keep your thighs together as you sweep out and change levels as you come down. Holding the legs together for a better line. Opening out. This is a big masmoudi. It's very clear and distinct in the music. Pushing out and in and again. You have the option of opening the veil here or keeping it together, or you could have already left it in fifth at the beginning of this section. So there are many points where you can leave it, or you could take in a second veil. Again, you're working with masmoudi kabir here. Undulate, undulate in and accent out, and breathe. Undulate, undulate, accent in and out. Breathe. Take your audience with you. Accent with the chest. Reverse direction. Shoulder shimmy. And open the veil. I choose to get rid of the veil at this point. There's also the opportunity to add wings to this piece with a little bit of imagination and creativity. In a group structure, it would look quite nice with wings. And you're going to release the veil here and breathe. Again, keeping the thighs together in this exercise, you're sweeping the floor and changing level. Push in and out, you're drawing on the floor. The foot is creating the hip. Part 6, facing back, half speed. You're going to push the right hip twice and walk 1, 2, and 3. And now the left hip twice. Again, notice my feet are in 1.5. My arms are in second, slightly in, facing my public. You're very flirtatious. The music is telling you exactly what to do. Open to the right. Open to the left, focusing on the right side of the audience and the left side of the audience. Twist and take them with you. Accent, focus front. And again, we're going to focus front. And the last time, you're going to blow a kiss. And figure 8 with a shimmy. Keep your thighs together and turn it into a paddle turn. And open, 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 and you can spot the ceiling.
ويا القمر ومنورين الليل يا سهرانين محلى السهر في أحلى ليلة جميلة متجمعين ومنورين وسهرانين في أحلى ليلة جميلة يا ليلي يا ليلي
saying, indulge with the moon, you are glowing in the evening. Oh, you staying up late at night, how beautiful to stay awake at night. In the most beautiful evening, we are together, illuminating and awake, staying up. In the most beautiful evening, oh evening. So of course you have to emote the words, you cannot ignore the lyrics. Whenever you're using lyrics, you must have them translated. Tahsin Al-Qudsi translated this for us. Part 7, facing back, half speed. You're turning, you're lifted, you're feeling the back of your neck and pushing out with the stomach and the finger snaps to the right diagonal. Stepping back and releasing, can be shoulders and head. Pushing left diagonal, accents out with the stomach and finger snaps. And stepping back. And breathing and releasing out. Taking 2 accents, framing your face. Other side, using the hand to accent the hip. Kickball change, release and release. And shoulder shimmy and shoulder shimmy. And you're going to start walking back and bring the turn in tighter and faster. And I choose to spot the ceiling. I like the way it looks. You could also change the focus to the front. Here's a close-up look of the finger snaps. You have to put pressure with the thumb. It will take you a while to master this, so have patience. Part 8, facing back, half speed. This is a jazzy section. You are pushing down on the right hip. You're going to bring the arm up into 2nd and 4th. Release the hips, and then accent with the shoulders and/or the shoulders and the head. Now the left side, 4 times. On the 5th one, you pull your thighs together, you lift up, and release. Again, arms are in 4th and 5th. And figure 8 with the hips, and release forward. Again, you could pick up another veil here if your stage would allow it. It's another idea, or you could have another one on your person, on your costume. Part 9, facing back, half speed. This is a ballady taksim, so it's very heavy and unexpected. You have to breathe and relax in this section, and alternating slow and quick figure eights. My arms are in second. They're coming up through fifth and fourth. And I'm going to separate, I'm going to breathe and start the circle front. Notice that I'm fully extended and my spine is completely lifted. And breathe. You can choose to let the hair come over or not. Deep breath. Pull into 1.5. Arch. And release the hands and the shoulders. There's a little accent in the music. You want to emote it through your body. I chose the shoulders. And reverse. And then kick. This looks very nice with a large skirt. Kick and reverse. Your costume will make a big difference in this section as to how high you can come up with a kick. Please note that. I would use a full skirt. And breathing. This is a 3-4. And step. And breathe up again. If you had wings, you could use them in this section. Or as a group number, you could have folks coming in and out. And back diagonal. And breathe. Point your toe, point your fingers, have energy in the arms, and extend as much as you can. Imagine you're pulling up a stocking, and on the right side, you're going to shimmy. For 3, take weight on the 4th one. Take weight and accent. And shimmy, and shimmy, and shimmy. Take weight on the 4th one. And now my arms are in first. I'm framing my hips. Shimmy out. Shimmy out. Breathing. You're going to take your audience with you as you lift up. You're going to breathe, come over, and carry them with you. And again, this section is going to repeat, and you're going to go to the opposite diagonal. Breathing up. There's a little accent with the shoulders. And breathe and lift up. And to the back diagonal. Notice I'm focused front. I'm taking my audience with me. You cannot ignore your public. You have to constantly stay in touch with them. And breathe. This time you're going to arch. Part 10, facing back, half speed. This is a repeat of an earlier section. You're going to breathe and come down. The maksum and the malfuf are alternating again in this section, actually throughout this whole piece. So the music is quite fast. You're circling in and releasing down. My arms are in third and first. Reverse with the shimmy. Reverse with the shimmy, breathing, and standing up as straight as you can. And you're going to grapevine back and press the thighs together as you open here and down into the floor for a level change. And breathing, feeling your fingertips as you come out with snake arms. Part 11, facing back, half speed. You're very calm and you're taking deep breaths before your finale. You have to focus all of your energy. Open out and accent twice. And again, my arms are in second and first here, and now they're in fifth and first. You have the option of holding your hair up or down, and you're going to step on the right foot first, crossing over. It says 8 counts, and then 1, 2 to change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn and open. And breathe, focus front, and take the accent out. It doesn't have to be a huge step. And again, 2 accents. I'm alternating with the hip and the shoulders. You could choose something else if it's a solo and you're on your own. This is 8 counts. And it's 2 to change to the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn, breathe and lift up, circling the arms above head. And as though you're swimming, you're pushing back, accent in, release out. Turn once, twice, just the head on the third time. Turn right, right, right. There's an accent in the music for the jump. And shimmy, bring the arms out, and breathe. You have the option of ending down or ending up, which you're going to see here. Again, I'm turning to the right. Deep breath, shimmy, all of your energy is coming out. This is the malfouf. It's very fast, and you can grab your skirt and pull up, again, if you have a full skirt only.
ويا القمر ومنورين الليل، يا سهرانين محلى السهر في أحلى ليلة جميلة، متجمعين ومنورين وسهرانين في أحلى ليلة جميلة. يا